Hey, are you thinking about moving to Collingwood, Ontario, and you want to learn some of the pros and cons about living here? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to go through some pros and cons in depth. I asked ChatGPT what are the top 20 pros and cons of living here in Collingwood, and I'm going to go through each one of those, pro 1, con 1, pro 2, con 2, and just give you, I don't know, my context, and I'll just expand more on ChatGPT's pros and cons. If this is your first time on the channel, make sure you subscribe, tap the bell for notifications. That way you can be the first to know about things happening here in Collingwood. My name is Kevin Silva and I'm a local real estate agent here in Collingwood. And I get calls all the time for people just like you that are looking to make that move here, that lifestyle change. And so it doesn't matter if you want to move here next month or next year, you simply just want to learn more, reach out to me. All the ways you could do that are in the description box of this video. Now let's get on with ChatGPT's top 20 pros and cons of living here in Collingwood. All right, pro number 1, according to ChatGPT, is a vibrant downtown. Behind me, you can see downtown Collingwood. That's where the shops, the restaurants are. So it's super vibrant, very walkable streets, especially if you live especially on some of the tree streets or over there in shipyards. You could be, minutes walk to downtown. So vibrant, definitely I agree with pro number 1, vibrant downtown, independent shops and restaurants, and an active year-round lifestyle. Now, con number 1 is higher home prices. More expensive than Wasaga Beach, entry-level homes can be competitive. I do agree. The home prices tend to be a little bit higher, or not even a little bit. Sometimes I say about 100,000 sums for a similar type house in a similar type neighborhood, Collingwood versus Wasaga. You can sometimes see about $100,000 difference. So I do agree also with con number 1 with higher home prices. Okay, pro number 2, Georgian Bay Waterfront. Marina, trails, water park, incredible views. Okay, behind me is the marina, Collingwood Marina. Collingwood terminals in the back. You got shipyards across. There's a waterfront park right behind the terminals there. I totally agree with pro number 2. Con number 2, property taxes can be higher. Important to compare municipality to municipality. I do agree as well. In Wasaga Beach, the property taxes are a little bit less for a similar style house in a similar style neighborhood. But for the lifestyle, some people will just trade that off and be right in Collingwood. So yeah, pro number 2, Georgian Bay Waterfront, 100%. Like, this is incredible. Con number 2, property taxes. Pro number 3, 4-season lifestyle. So you got skiing, boating, hiking, cycling. Skiing and snowboarding right at Blue Mountain over there. You got boating, of course. Look at all the boats around me. Hiking, there's trails everywhere in Collingwood that connect to one another. There's a bunch of trails over here, the Waterfront Trail that just hugs the shoreline there, and it connects to a bunch of other trails. You can go all the way to Meaford on the Jordan Trail. And then cycling, of course, again on that trail, it's great. Con number 3, busy tourist seasons. Summer and ski season bring crowds, downtown gets busy. Downtown gets busy, but it ain't not even close to busy as like anywhere in the GTA. So I think it's a nice busyness. So to some people that might be a con. To me, I honestly don't mind at all. I kind of like seeing it get lively. Pro number 4, close to Blue Mountain, less than 15 minutes away, easy access to skiing and golf. Right there, Blue Mountain is right behind me in the distance there, right? So yes, it is that close. It's about a 15-minute drive from where I'm standing right now. Con number 4, according to the chat, traffic on long weekends. Highway 26 can back up, especially around Blue Mountain. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. I don't think it backs up in Blue Mountain that much. I think it backs up a bit more in Collingwood, where 26, like you're on First Street in Collingwood, and then you have to turn right to continue on 26 over Blue Mountain. It can back up a little bit there, or right at the main intersection there of your Ontario and First. It could get a little busy, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Pro number 5, I completely agree with. Excellent restaurant scene, for sure. Just all walking distance, this whole street here in Ontario from First to Hume. Tons of restaurants, even over on Pine, there's tons of restaurants. So pro number 5, excellent restaurant scene and one of the best in the region. New options continue to come. Absolutely 100% agree with that one in ChatGPT. Con number 5, cost of living. Restaurants and services can cost more. Lifestyle comes at a premium. Yeah, I guess if you live on the tree streets really close by, you're paying more to be close to, you're paying for proximity to all these things for sure. So I also agree with con number 5 for cost of living in right downtown Collingwood. All right, pro number 6, for sure, strong sense of community, local events, farmers markets, community involvement. right here in this parking lot, every Saturday in the summer, there's a farmer's market right here. So definitely agree with that pro of farmers markets, community involvement for sure. Con number 6, limited big city shopping. We do have like Winners and like some things, but yeah, there's not like shopping malls or anything like that. But downtown has like lots of cute boutique shops. People still shop local. They love it here. There's a lot of shops right downtown between First and Hume. You could just walk up and down and see if anything catches your eye. But no, there's no malls and big city shopping. That's for sure. So I partially agree with that con. All right, where are we at? Pro number 7: great healthcare facilities, regional hospital, specialists nearby, medical services continue expanding. Yes, that's a pro. The Collingwood Hospital is the main hospital for the surrounding areas, but there's kind of still a shortage of doctors and stuff like that. So I guess it's a pro that all the majority of the doctors in the hospital is right in Collingwood. But con number 7, healthcare demand is growing. Population growth creates pressure. See, that's what I mean. So yeah, there's just not enough doctors and nurses and staff for all the people. Mind you, there is a new hospital coming in the next few years. Poplar and Raglan, it's going to be much bigger than the current hospital, so hopefully that kind of stuff will help. Pro number 8, active lifestyle culture. Running clubs, cycling clubs, ski clubs, pickleball and tennis clubs. You might want to refer to my video on things to do living in Collingwood for all the things you could do when you're living here. I just go through a bunch of different clubs and sports and things to do if you live in the area. Con number 8, winters can feel long. Snow and cold are part of life here. They are. I mean, a lot of people embrace it and just go to Blue Mountain, go skiing and snowboarding. And again, because it's such an easy walkable downtown, even when it's cold, it's pretty easy to, walk into the restaurant. There's sufficient parking. I mean, sometimes it gets a little tight in the winter, but for the most part, it's pretty good. But yeah, their winters are long all over Canada. So pro number 9, and this one's big, walkability. As you see right now, like I'm on Maple Street right now. I'm 2 streets over from here, Ontario. The walkability of Collingwood, especially here on the tree streets, being that close to downtown is truly amazing. And then a lot of the trails, you might want to refer to my trails video, Collingwood Trails video, to see how connected all these trails really are and how close to town they are and how you can get into town and on the outskirts of town pretty easily. Con number 9, limited public transit. Most households still rely on vehicles. Partially agree with it. I mean, for the size town it is, I think it's a decent transit system. I know some people are going to disagree with me, but it's not a huge town, so I don't think it's that bad. Pro number 10, strong local economy, healthcare, tourism, construction, professional services. I really agree with that one, and it's almost the best pro that really beats any other community nearby. Like, it has a really well-rounded mix of different types of jobs in the economy. There's manufacturing jobs, there's professional jobs, there's construction jobs. There kind of really is a really well-rounded structure of jobs, and for the size town it is, again, like Wasaga Beach really lacks, industrial jobs and manufacturing jobs and some professional jobs. A lot of those are over here in Collingwood, but hey, it's only 15 minutes away, so no big deal. Con number 10, tourism impacts locals. Tourism impacts locals, parking, traffic, and crowded amenities at times. I mean, yeah, it gets crowded, but some of it's tourism. A lot of people just live here. The tourism are people going to Blue Mountain, hanging out, and yeah, some people visiting for the weekend in Collingwood, but hey, that really helps the local economy, and I don't even think it's that crowded, so I know some people are going to disagree with me and say that is a con. I don't really think it's that bad. Okay, pro number 11, excellent schools. Collingwood's got some pretty good rated schools. I've heard some families prefer some school districts over others, but overall they've had some pretty good schools. And actually right now, even for the general area like Wasaga Beach, some kids get bused into Collingwood for the high school at least. That's changing in Wasaga Beach because there's finally high schools coming there. But yeah, they have a strong reputation for public and Catholic schools and their football program at the public school and stuff like that. Con number 11, housing inventory can be tight. Popular market, less selection at certain price points. Yeah, I do feel, especially compared to some nearby in Wasaga Beach, it is much more popular to come to Collingwood. It's kind of the main draw for the area, but it's only a few minutes away. And yes, at each price point, there's a little bit less selection than some of the nearby areas. Pro number 12, beautiful waterfront trails, Sunset Point, where I'm sitting right now, Millennium Park, and Harborfront walks. There's a trail right here. These trails connect through the entire waterfront, in through town, over to Meaford on the Georgian Trail. It's so walkable, cyclable. The trail's amazing. Watch the trail video for that one. That's one of my favorite pros. Pro number 12, beautiful waterfront trails. You're looking at this from different vantage points as you go along the waterfront. Con number 12, smaller job market than the GTA. Yes, it's still pretty good. It's well-rounded for the size town it is. There's quite a few different amount of jobs, different levels of jobs, professional jobs, entry-level jobs than some of the nearby areas. Yeah, it's smaller than the GTA for sure, but this is also, the town is way smaller than the GTA. Anything in the GTA. Pro number 13, year-round events, festivals, markets, live music, community events. Oh yeah, for sure. There's lots of festivals. Even the markets, there's the Saturday Farmers Market in the summertime. There's festivals like Side Launch Days. The Elvis Festival's coming back apparently, so that's cool too. There's just, festivals and markets, and there's live music. There's pop-up, not pop-up, but there's like live music in some of the parks around. There's like a lot of community events. Pro number 13, year-round events, and they are year-round. Okay, the farmers market's not year-round, and the festival's not always in the winter, but there's always something happening year-round. Con number 13, some entertainment options are limited. Fewer concerts and major big events in larger cities. Some of these pros and cons are contradicting each other. I think ChatGPT is hallucinating, but yeah, there's fewer concert and major events than large cities. Yeah, this isn't downtown Toronto, but we do have, good events, good entertainment options. Even though they're limited, they're still here. Pro number 14, easy access to nature, escarpment, the bay, the trails, the conservation areas. We've talked about that, through trails, the easy access to nature. No matter where you are, it seems like the nature is just right around the corner from you, whether it's the water or, in a treed trail. Con number 14, growth and development. More construction than in the past. Some residents dislike rapid growth. That's for sure. You'll probably read through some comments. If it's a development video, the amount of residents that comment negative about development is very true. So this con is very true about some residents disliking the rapid growth. Just by reading the comments, you'll notice that. Pro number 15, great place to raise a family. Safe neighborhoods, recreational programs, community feel. Yes, yes, and yes. Safe neighborhoods, yes. Recreational programs, tons. Tons of rec programs in the area. Again, referred to the video about what things to do living in Collingwood for all ages, and I'll go through just some of them there. And community feel, definitely a really good community feel here. Feels tight-knit, but still like on a larger basis than like tiny towns, but really nice community feel. Con number 15, parking downtown can be frustrating, especially during peak seasons. Yeah, I mean, it's limited, but I find that you always find parking. You just might have to park a street or two further away. You might not, right downtown it can be challenging, I agree, but just if you can go to one of the tree streets that allow parking and just walk 5 minutes at the town, it's fine. So pro number 16, work from home friendly, attractive lifestyle destination, strong internet infrastructure. Absolutely, there's a lot of people that work from home, a lot of people that moved up to Collingwood in the last few years, and yeah, some of the work from home people had to go back to GTA since the pandemic, but a lot of them have adapted and are still able to work from home. Con number 16, winter road conditions. Snow swells can impact travel. Yeah, Highway 26 in the winter, it can happen. I don't think it's as bad as people say. Like, yes, the conditions can get as bad as people say, and they're really, it could be really bad, but it's not like it's super, super often. And I don't know, I feel like you kind of get used to it, and if it's bad enough, you stay home. You probably would in the city too if it was that bad. Like I always say, 1 centimeter in, 1 centimeter of snow in the GTA is worse than 20 centimeters up here, because I swear it's just chaos down there. There's nowhere to put the snow. It's just a mess. So I just find as people know how to drive in it well up here, maybe, I don't know. Okay, pro number 17, diverse housing options. Condos, townhomes, historic homes, new construction. That's a good one. Yeah, diverse housing options for sure. There's quite a few condo options. There are lots of townhouse options. Historic homes right near downtown in the historic district. There's homes there that come up often. And yeah, there's a lot of new construction. You know, if you refer to the new development video of Collingwood, and I go through some of the new neighborhoods, some that are, you know, already finished, and the latest phases are like fairly new, like Summit View, for example, or in the Sunvale Homes has their puppet trails. I mean, there's quite a good mix of different types of homes, but it could still be hard to find the perfect ones because there's not a massive amount of inventory. Con number 17, waterfront properties are expensive. They are. Premium pricing for bay views and waterfront access. But that's everywhere, guys. Like, I mean, ChatGPT is saying it's a con for Collingwood, but waterfront properties are more than non-waterfront properties in any town you go to, typically. So yeah, you're paying a premium, but you're getting this view and the easy access to the water, okay? Pro number 18, close to everything in southern Georgian Bay, Thornbury, Blue Mountain, Wasaga Beach, Creemore, Stainer. This one is good. It is, everything is close to everything in southern Georgian Bay, and that's what I love about living in this entire area, is that even though it could be, you know, anywhere between 50 and 40 minutes apart, there's a huge amount of different activities you could do in a 40-minute radius. You can be over in Palm Beach and Tiny, feeling like you're in the Caribbean on a nice summer day on some of the tiny beaches, or you're, you know, downtown Collingwood and feeling that vibe, or if you're over in Thornbury, it's a different vibe over there, and into Creemore inland, seeing the rolling hills and going into Creemore. Small town Stainer, it is very, very cool. That's a great con. It is very cool how it's so close to everything in South Georgian Bay. Con number 18, weekend visitor traffic. I feel like ChatGPT keeps saying visitor traffic on weekends here. Okay, popular destination for tourists and cadre. Yes, this park will get crowded in the weekends and stuff like that. Honestly, it's just part of it. When you're a local, you kind of know, for the most part, you kind of know where to avoid tourist traffic. Like, you know kind of which other parks to go to, or you know when you should go and enjoy them, like maybe weekdays instead of weekends in certain areas. Pro number 19, strong resale market, consistent demand, broad buyer pool. Yeah, I would say so. There is a constant demand, a consistent demand for Collingwood, and a broad buyer pool. Yeah, a lot of people are interested in Collingwood. It just checks off so many boxes. It has an active downtown. It has a good restaurant scene. It has beautiful scenery. It has jobs. It has diverse style of housing, like we said not long ago, in the condos, townhomes, new developments, historics. So because of that, and with limited supply all the time, even though they keep building, it's, you know, Collingwood's building to the border, so there's not a ton more space. So I think that consistent demand is going to stay, to be honest. That's my opinion. And the broad buyer pool, I mean, everybody likes it. Everybody loves it here, so I just don't see that changing. And that will keep a strong resale market available to you buying here in Collingwood. Con number 19, not a true big city. Thanks, chat. Some people miss city amenities, less nightlife, and cultural diversity. I don't fully agree with this. I mean, I agree that it's not a true big city, because it's not. It's the town of Collingwood, not the city of Collingwood. So, yeah, some people do miss big city amenities. For example, like large-scale concerts, like we talked about not long ago in this video. There's no large-scale concerts like you would get downtown Toronto, but heck, there's a pretty good restaurant choices here. Not as much as downtown Toronto, but we're comparing a city to a town, so I'm not liking this one, ChatGPT. Less nightlife and cultural diversity. I mean, less nightlife, sure. There's not really like nightclubs like in Toronto, but I mean, there's enough around for most people, I find. And even cultural diversity. I mean, I think Canada as a whole is doing their thing with cultural diversity, and I think that's kind of spread around all over, including Collingwood. Okay, pro number 20, last but not least, lifestyle balance, outdoor recreation, amenities, community, natural beauty. There you go. it all wraps up. I don't even need to explain that much there. It's all about the outdoors, amenities inside and out. There's indoor amenities too, and indoor clubs and indoor activities to do. It's a great community with a lot of groups you could join, and the natural beauty. I mean, this isn't a green screen. I'm sitting here at Sunset Park, so it's beautiful around here. And I haven't even moved the camera. If you can walk the trail, you get a lot of different viewpoints. Con number 20. Once you move here, it's hard to leave. Many people arrive planning a short stay, end up making it home permanently. That's a funny con, because it's not so much a con. You're not leaving because you're gonna love it so much. So yeah, I mean, it's true. Once you move here, it's hard to leave. It was hard for me to leave when I moved here, so that is true. That is all I got for the top 20 pros and cons that ChatGPT put together. Some of them were kind of weird, I think. So, hey, comment your pros and cons that you think I missed or ChatGPT missed, because I want to hear it from you guys in the comments section below. That's all I got for now. I hope you enjoyed that. Till then, I'm looking forward to helping you make a smooth move to Collingwood.